switch my shit up. Here we go.
They think a nigga filthy, I'll never plead guilty. Spend a couple racks at the stove, I hope you feel me. They think a nigga filthy, I'll never plead guilty. Spend a couple racks at the stove, I hope you feel me. Got my back against the wall, I make a couple calls. Pimp this telephone, that's that grown man ball. My program won't fall. Trying to forget it all, spending dough at the mall. Acting like I'm within the law, but we outside. Niggas try to get a clout ride, cause I'm bout mine. And I'm never out of time, won't ever doubt my grind. Walk a thin line, dirty money kinda shine while I age like wine. Cause the game's bittersweet. The prism from this ism won't let a bitch sleep. You see me, then you don't. Gotta keep the mystique. Just check the technique. They think a nigga filthy. I'll never plead guilty. Spend a couple racks at the stove. I hope you feel me. They think a nigga filthy, I'll never plead guilty. Spend a couple racks at the stove, I hope you feel me. Back to the basics, problems like my blunt, nigga, I'ma always face it. Ain't worried about expenses, cause I'll always remake it. While I'm rocking the latest, radiate cuts on the bracelet. Intoxicated and concentrated, whether sober or wasted. Shit ain't over till I take it, that's a thief in the night. No bark, no bite, we slit throats and we move in silence. Cause it ain't no talking when you gotta choose violence. I'm on a diet, so the beef is no discussion. We seek the repercussion. Money grows on trees, so we smoke it like it's nothing. Cause it's always something. They think a nigga filthy, I'll never plead guilty. Spend a couple racks at the stove, I hope you feel me. They think a nigga filthy, I'll never plead guilty. Spend a couple racks at the stove, I hope you feel me. What's the skinny jean wearing nigga with purple dreads? Got a divorceable bitch that give him dry head. What about her best friend? Looks like her baby daddy on the gender bend. Trying to put the little homies on a homo trend. Fuck what they say. His boss, Lil Wayne, lovey daddy won't let him play. Tired of chicken dumplings steady coming from the AU niggas. Be from small towns and the neighboring states. So please let me present the facts on the case. Your Honor, they're all cowards. You can see it on their face. If they make a wrong move, the Jew will put them in their place. So I want you young and little niggas, grab your ankles while you on the chase for the
hey, make some man take things over. Hey, let him loose, hard to swallow. Hey, put you there where things are hollow. Hey,
you niggas got no person, they hurting inside. Their daddy wasn't there and their mama told them lies. 50 Cent got the muscles but the bitches got his pride. Rick Ross on decline, his outfits a disguise. Snoop got locked up cause Whitey thought he was high. Suge Knight got hit with a bell at $1,025,000. These supposed to be our bad guys. At the same time, every nigga in the country about to get shot up. And ain't a billionaire nigga that done dropped $1. What about Farrakhan and the Million Man March? Every time niggas gather, they gotta bring grocery carts. I'll let you miss some dance in the King's Court with no heart for the motherfucking
hey, make some man take things over. Hey, let him loose, hard to swallow. Hey, put you there where things are hollow. Hey,
Niggas speak and think on a third grade level. Then complain about signing contracts with the devil. Even Puffy got in trouble and had to be humble. Too much gas in that Lambo, get your head bubble. UCLA got money from slave days. What about Dr. Dre, who almost lost a big deal? Cause a homie got on Instagram flashing champagne and bills. Meek Mill apologizing to Cheap Thrill. While West Coast of Texas give a fuck how you feel. Jay-Z know the deal, be a father for real. Hip-hop is dead, the bitch just lost the repeal. Now tell me how many more niggas get killed for the
Hey, make some man take things over. Hey, let him loose, hard to swallow. Hey, put you there where things are hollow. Hey, like your brain is just a flame. The virgin just to keep you in. Say.
There it is. Fame. David Bowie on the motherfucking track. David Bowie, whatever. Rest in peace. But yeah, it's what are we doing, man? I don't know, man. This hip hop shit is funny. You know, I guess everybody's done got back into the energy. That's what they knew to do. Start a bunch of beefs, get a bunch of niggas doing diss tracks. Everybody's trying to get some attention with the diss tracks and blah, 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 blah. You know, J. Cole stepped down. He took his track off the streaming services, his diss track. And I'm like, okay, you know, subliminals and all of this other shit, you know. Drake saying niggas' names, you know. But Drake is a Nepo kid. You're nepotism, you know. You're a Disney kid, you know. And and your boy Kendrick Lamar. Well, let me say that too. Kanye West slaughtered J. Cole's old shit. Is it place of J. Cole keep the pussy dry? Ha ha. He ain't got no songs to goddamn keep a bitch pussy wet, nigga. I got several of them. You understand? But the Kendrick Lamar, he's a neo soul rapper to me. That's not the West Coast that I grew up with. That's not, he don't, you know, I've never even heard him rap on a West Coast beat, you know. And then I tried to listen to the what was the recent one? The Family or Meet the Grams. The beat was fucking whack. If your beat is whack, I can't even listen to your shit. You know? And a lot of niggas nowadays, they put out these whack ass beats. Ain't got no bass line in it. Ain't got no groove to it. Ain't got no nothing. You know? I can't necessarily say I make you know, club beats. I mean, I don't get on songs with club sounding beats. I mean, you can play anything in the club, I guess. It has to be at a certain speed, you know. And Drake has damn sure mastered, you know, the club environment sound. Kendrick hasn't, you know. Supposedly Kendrick got a Pulitzer Prize. Who cares? You know, that shit don't do nothing for no niggas. What does that do for the culture? You know? And then these niggas is over here talking about, you know, who got missing children and children that they denied and all this other shit. You know, I don't understand how a nigga got millions of dollars, but you scared to take care of your children. You know, I don't got millions of dollars and I take care of my sons, you know. And Drake's child, Adonis or whatever, he actually looks like, if you look at his baby mama's, the porn star's weight trainer or whatever, her fitness trainer, the baby look a lot like that nigga, more so. But I don't know. You know, that's some homo shit. Niggas be going behind other niggas and niggas talking about they want to fuck other niggas, baby mamas and shit, and all this old weird shit. And then Kendrick talking about all of this interracial shit when your baby mama is black and white. She's so it's all a whole load of dumbass. And you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, um, you know, it sounds like Drake got a little bit more street to him than what Kendrick got to him, just by the voice alone, you know. And I don't know, man. I really don't care. The shit is I think in reality it's a big ploy to get people to pay attention to rap again. And they don't necessarily have beef, they don't where is the beef? Like you don't even hold the energy of a warrior for beef. Neither one of them niggas. Neither one of them niggas hold, you know, a rah-rah energy of a beef line, you know. Um that's all I can say about that. I did see a thing where they were showing Drake with his boxer trainer and that nigga was at it. And when they showed Kendrick Lamar with his boxing trainer, it wasn't looking too sufficient. Hold on, I could probably show the video here. Yeah, it's some Mari shit. There isn't any, power, like when the East Coast, West Coast beef was going on, you felt power from everybody. From Prodigy, from LL Cool J, from the whole Death Row camp, from, Pac, and, it was a lot of niggas throwing a lot of shots, and there was seriousness involved, as we can see the results. The results, two main stars died, rest in peace, Pac and Biggie, and then a lot of other people, a lot of unnamed people were also killed in the onslaught of that. I just witnessed it, by listening to the music. I wasn't involved in none of that shit, but it did affect me in a way of what the fuck am I looking at? You know what I'm saying? You niggas is weird. I don't know what you niggas is doing behind the scenes. You don't know who's pulling what strings for what. Because I mean, there's been so many rap beefs, but let's talk about rap beefs, right? There's so many rap beefs. You could literally write a whole book on all the rap beefs that have occurred. But let's talk about the biggest beef. The biggest beef is the fact that rappers from New York to LA have all been robbed by the labels. If we were to add up all the money that rappers have been robbed, it's probably going to stack into the millions, maybe even billions of dollars. If we was to look at streams right now, billions of dollars. And none of these gangsters and their entourages and their AKs and their rocket launchers and all of this other shit, nobody has handled that situation. When it's some Harvard nerds and it's some good old boys from the good old club, you know, they chilling in yachts off of your back, off of your blood, sweat, and tears. You're hooting and hollering on the stages. You say the Negro versus evil, and nothing has been done. So where is there a real warrior spirit at? Where is the real OG spirit in the defense of your money, the defense of your family, and that's funny because Kendrick was saying that in his bars, defend the family, defend the family, defend the family. Niggas out there in LA West Coast don't defend on no family, my nigga. Maybe they click a niggas that they operating with, they set or whatever, if you want to call that the family. But when it comes to what's going on behind closed doors, niggas don't be giving a fuck about no family, you know. And that's the majority rule from what I've witnessed, and a lot of people have vouched, the niggas that I talk to. that are from the West and live in the LA. I ain't never stomped in no motherfucking LA. Let's keep that clear, nigga. I know my position. And see, that's the whole thing. A lot of niggas don't know how to examine their whole position of what they represent and what they claim or who they fucking with and all of that. Nigga, I represent myself. Nigga, and it's obvious, there's a lot of people out here who's been, vouching for the Kanye and vouching for this nigga and vouching for that nigga. And then these niggas come out showing up motherfucking, they come out with fingernail polish on and niggas is wearing thongs and shit. But these was the niggas that you was looking up to. These are the niggas that you was supporting for the longest. You know what I'm saying? And that's why when it comes to the 720, oh man, nigga, please, dog. I seen this shit a long time ago, you know, and that's why I just always kept the line separate, from a lot of cats because it's very confusing. You can't really pick out who is who and what is what type shit, because let me see if I can show this video real quick. Okay, hold on. Let me show you this video. These niggas boxing. These niggas in the ring. Get in the ring and have at it. That's what the people want to see. They want to see the rappers have at it. Okay. Hold on. I gotta put this up first. Yeah, there we go. Everybody wants to see the rappers get in the ring and tango, do the UFC, go ahead and scrap it up. Let me see here. Is this it? Okay, yeah. Watch this shit. It looks like Drake will handle the dude in the ring. Now, I don't see how that could be possible when, LA is a place of constant squabbling, constant scrapping, constant rules, constant litigation. You dig? When it comes to, the gang life, and it's just ugly. I think the whole shit is ugly, even, and you can tell it's sort of like a ploy because the nigga finessed 2 times and NBA YoungBoy supposedly got into it and now they got a track out together. Everybody's trying to do some super outlandish shit to gain attention in this rap shit because we got all of this video shit connected to the music now. It wasn't like that back in the day. You had a couple of music videos, you had maybe 3 songs maximum on an album that got videos on the MTV or the BET. And I don't even know if MTV plays music videos anymore. The whole shit then went, blank. Music videos is now dependent on the YouTube, and you got to be super outlandish. Y'all check out that nigga Akeem Ali representing the 70s pimping. That nigga is definitely thorough on the mic. Metaphors is crazy. I'm not really a metaphorical MC because, metaphors twist your brain into, well, I be having metaphors in my bars, but you got to be sort of like a little bit on the intellect side to catch what the fuck I'm saying. And the metaphors twist the brain into, illusion and how far can I reach, and I'm not a nigga who's need to, I do music because it's in me to do music. I'm not doing music with any so-called agenda of I'm going to be the revolution and I'm going to be the neo soul and I'm going to be the top line gangster. I don't do none of that shit. Music is music, and the true definition of music is the experiences of human existence, of life, and that's where we should be relating. But everybody then fell into this hole of falsehood through the club, and you only live in the club for about what 4 hours. You in the club partying. That shit is not life. So a lot of people have sacrificed their daily life for the party world, and they actually live like that. They rent cars and buy outfits and all this other shit for a party life, and don't be having a home to sleep in. Now when it comes to street shit and the average black male across the country, they think, hopping around in between different baby mamas or different bitches to sleep at their house. And when I was coming up, it was a violation to sleep anywhere on the streets except for your home. That was law. You know what I'm saying? The law is you take your black ass to your house and sleep. You don't never sleep at a bitch's crib. You don't never sleep in no trap house. You don't never sleep nowhere else but at your crib. You know what I'm saying? And the nigga Trouble in Atlanta got caught up because of the violation of that rule. He died, rest in peace, because he was out there, staying with a girl he was fucking on, the girl he was fucking on. The dude who owned the apartment came to the crib and killed the nigga because what is you doing up in my bed in my crib? You know what I'm saying? And this is where the space sort of divides when it comes to the guy 720 and all these other MCs. I represent, manhood and masculinity on the mic. And, I've had a couple of girls complain to me about that shit. It's like, well, I don't wear high heels, motherfucker. So I don't know how to write unisex lyrics. You know what I'm saying? I don't live a woman's life. I live a man's life. So that's what I'm going to spit because that's what I know. You know, I'm not on the bars talking about a million kilos and all this other shit. And we didn't beat a million murder cases in 1 year. And some niggas have went through the reality of those situations. And the majority of niggas who have don't rap, you see. So bouncing back to this beef shit, and now the beef then pointed at the fact that, oh, you not being a father and you not being thorough with your woman and you not taking care of your child and blah blah blah. And I guess that's supposed to be the sympathy line, and that's what the black male usually does. You know what I'm saying? They rely on a sympathetic response. Well, black culture does. Oh, they beating on us. Oh, the 40 acres and the mule. Oh, the reparations. They depend on you to respond with sympathy and put a couple of little shillings in the cup. You see. And nigga, who gives a fuck about what another nigga do with his children and all that other shit? And the reason why is because unifying amongst black males or the black culture and shit, nigga, that shit'll never be done. What is, doing it for the culture? The culture that what? The culture that Europeans designed for you? Because that's what, Real Nigga Etiquette Voodoo Edition. Cop the book. You can only cop it from the Amazon right now. You can't copy from me directly. I don't have any more copies of it. But in that book, it clearly shows you on how the black culture is designed from, the Caribbean time periods, you know what I'm saying? From when everything was going on in the 1500s, 1600s in the breaking islands of bringing Africans from Sierra Leone and the West Coast Africa, the Ivory Coast, and all of that, and dragging them through the islands and bringing them to America. And as part of the reason why, the Caribbean, the Jamaicans, and all of them, they don't want to identify with African Americans and say we don't have a culture, even though their culture was also designed by the same Europeans and Jews. Hence, you see all the islands named after saints. Okay. And you best believe when those islands were named after saints, those Jamaicans, Barbados, and everybody else down there didn't have an in-depth understanding on Catholicism. You know, uh, Drake actually in the folklore realm means a dragon who breathes ice, and that's what he did. He froze the game up. So and that's in I think Irish or Scottish folklore. Now, when Drake means a male duck, I mean, I don't know what type of line that's supposed to be, but The mallear duck is a very interesting situation if that's what they're correlating it to, because the mallear duck female has been raped so many times that evolutionarily wise she developed a false vagina because the male ducks were hopping on her back so much. A vagina that has no usage and doesn't deliver any eggs or anything of that nature. So and that leads us into the whole bear in the woods thing. Everybody talking about, like, who gives a fuck, man? When you're looking at females talking about they rather choose a bear than a male because men are scary and this and that and blah blah blah. Once again, this is another witchcraft tactic where they are seeking some attention in the space of investigation on why, which is also going to be a response from the male in the space of guilt tripping and being sympathetic. Oh, why? What are we doing? Why would you choose a bear? Blah blah blah. Who gives a fuck? You understand? And the reason why is because when she gets attacked by that bear, she's going to be screaming for the man. Okay, for number one. Okay, for number two, um, it also shows her ignorance towards nature and how nature really works and operates. The bear will see you as food. They will understand that you are not in your natural environment, which to the animal's intelligence nowadays should be the city where you drive cars and do your things. You are now in the woods and you will be devoured. And what's really being shown here is bad decision making on the female's part. And because what's so cold about it is that the original video is that there was a male interviewing the ladies and asking them these questions, right? So the women say, "Yeah, men are so scary," and you're looking right at a man that's holding a microphone to you, that's not assaulting you or doing anything to you in that space. Okay, you go to the airport, you get picked up by men in the Uber, you go to the restaurant, you get your food by the man, you get on the plane and the pilot is a man, you go get your BBLs by men, you go get all your cosmetics driven to the store, and your cosmetics are created in manufacturing companies designed by men, and those companies are controlled by men. Okay, so even like a company like Always, which I think is owned by Kimberly something, the CEO is a male. So for you to even get your little pads is 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 because of men. Do you understand? Okay. So what are we talking about here? We're talking about the ignorance, and we're talking about the blindness of women who are trying to enforce some form of attention given to them, um, based on these decisions, and trying to guilt trip you to feel bad about the position that you are as a man. Who gives a fuck? You know, it comes a time where, if somebody wants to drive into a wall, get out the car and let them drive into the wall. Why complicate things? If a dumbass wants to be a dumbass, let him be a dumbass. Who cares? It's not affecting you, you know. It's not affecting you. So what's the point? You know, women want to impose all of these positions of save me, save me, save me. They want to have all these babies, and then out of the babies, they expect some sympathy out of the men. And you want to know why I know it's sympathy? Because when it comes to the whole energy that the PIs have, or a lot of men have, when it comes to creating it, to invoking the spirit of the superhero for a female, it's done out of a sympathetic space. you know um you feel sorry for them, and you don't know that they have done these acts and have created this whole scenario by themselves. It's called, the Tempest, the Tempestari, which is talked about here. Is to defeat the coven of witches that create the storm. Okay, which is also correlated to one of Drake's bars. He said the Miranda rights. He said Rick Ross was going to read him the Miranda rights. And then at the same time, Rick Ross's plane fell out the sky. So that's kind of interesting. So I was like, oh, Miranda is a female's name. I don't have her name inside the encyclopedia, but there's hundreds of others, and you need to purchase the book. I don't have any more copies, so you have to get it straight from the Amazon, which is going to be 200 a volume. And Miranda means um to have admiration, to worship with admiration. Okay, so the Miranda rights was based upon a court case that happened in 1966 that went to the Supreme Court, and it was that the conclusion of the court readings was that you have to be read your rights so you know what you're getting yourself involved to when you get arrested. Okay, so I think it was Miranda versus Arizona in 1966, and that's what occurred. Okay, so you worship the status of being in fame, like the song that I just played. You want to be infamous, and gain all the attention and all the power, and the attention. What attention does is makes your aura brighter, and also depends on who you're gaining attention from, and how much attention that you're gaining, and what type of attention, and what the focus is that's coming from the mind, okay, upon you when it comes to the worship. Because when the human eyes gaze upon another thing, a great gaze upon something, it gives it power. It can even do this with statues, especially when it's done in a high level of repetition. So that's basically what we're looking for. What we're looking at is a lot of people out here that want all this attention so they can claim the status of being famous. And claiming the status of being famous is not fortune. Fortune favors the bold, you see. So, what would you rather have, fame or the money? I'd rather have the money. A lot of people want me to be famous, but I'd rather have the money. You know, people are extremely unpredictable. You don't know how they're going to respond to things. You don't know. And the area of fame, when it gets built into somebody's brain that you're famous, that can be very dangerous. You're 9 times out of 10, prepare yourself to be attacked. And this is where bodyguards come in. This is where, paparazzi comes in and disturbs you while you're taking the shit, and that statement was made in reference to something Eminem said on a song. But so far this year, I don't even want to say this like this, but Benzino's diss track on Eminem, was pretty cold, and I'm not gonna give no clout with that nigga. That nigga had the whole tranny shit going on, and niggas is weird out here, B. you know. And I stay with my books. I stay with the Thoth right here. You see Thoth? I'm pointing right to him right there. We stay with the bull on the Wall Street, right there. We stay with the werewolf. You see, I'm pointing to it right there. You see, that's what we do. Fuck this dumb shit. Like niggas is some fucking clowns. I'm not finna listen to no weak ass shit. And that's why I don't produce weak ass shit when it comes to music. When it comes to music, I spit my philosophy and what I live by. Let me go to some questions. And y'all bring up a lot of questions. I might even drop the link for anybody who got a video and want to get up on the video with me. Is it possible to really be self-made without supporters? Yeah, it all depends on what you're doing. People in the stock market don't need supporters. There's people making millions every day on the stock market and by day trading and whatnot, and they don't have any supporters. So it all depends. See, people, you got to expand the mind on what the scope of what we're looking at. The end result is the dollar. The means to get to the dollar is a completely different thing. So you don't necessarily need supporters to get to the money. There's a million ways to get to money. There's people out here, that own cement. There's people out here that own helicopters. There's people out here that are, own buildings that are building fucking, 500 unit apartment structures. They own the construction company. You don't hear from them. They don't have supporters on the Instagram. Everything around you was built somewhere. It was constructed. It was designed. there's architects, there's engineers in place. None of these individuals have followers. None of these individuals have supporters. You understand? If they do have a supporter, it's probably a major loan that they get from a bank. You know, like, and man, we don't know what we're looking at with this when this whole shit. It's a bunch of clown shit. I've never heard of a nigga's house getting raided and nobody get arrested from it. Puppy's not even, he never got arrested, but his houses got raided in two different locations across the country. You know, it's fucking wild. It's wild shit. So yeah, you need to expand your scope on what money is and how money is operating. Everything around you is created somewhere, and somebody is getting paid behind it, and you do not see those individuals. Money that's in front of your face is a very small picture. They're only showing you the money from sports, or they're showing you the money from entertainers. That's it. They'll show you Elon Musk money, but that's scientific nerd shit, and there's nothing wrong with that. I love science. I love all forms of science, and they need to be revered, and it's better for the country and for media to support individuals like a Elon Musk or even a Jeff Bezos to for the children, to have a role model to look at instead of a bunch of insane entertainers and a bunch of fucking basketball players and football players. They got guns with them everywhere they go, and they trying to drop a mixtape. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? So let's get to some questions. Somebody asked me, will arranged marriages ever make a comeback? I highly doubt it. Um, the only thing that's gonna correct the whole situation with relationships and everything is the unified thought of males. Once males agree on one simple line on how we operate with women and laws put in that place to uphold that law, and it's going to have to be done with force. Until that moment, you're going to have problems. You have to understand, like, you know historically, women just got sent to the stake and burned if they pulled the bullshit, and that shit put a fear in all women to act right, and that's what designed America, because the women who were the wives of the men, during the 1700s and 1800s were the daughters and the granddaughters of the women who were getting burned in Europe, is what you got to understand. So they knew very well the level of trauma and drama and violence that could be put upon them if they tested their man in any way. So, until that moment occurs, no, we're not going to see it. The native male is too weak and passive. He isn't going to do anything. Remember, they pay child support by going to the strip club. You see, are women with hysterectomies have less noise in the brain? That's a very good question. But no, from what I've witnessed, and I mean not witnessed, but from the women that I've talked to that have had hysterectomies, um, they still have that psychological influence from the uteri. And why is because the uterus takes over the whole entire nervous system inside the woman's body. Okay. So you have to understand that. So just because you remove it does not mean that the uteri has lost the control of the woman's body, because it maintains that control through the nervous system. And this is where you see the dancing and the shaking of the hips and all of this other shit. The shake your ass for free, like Drake said, and all this other shit, And yeah, the insanity, So I think the beef is whack. I don't feel beef energy coming off of either one of them. Well, I do feel more beef energy coming off of Drake than I do Kendrick. Kendrick came up in this song talking about some I hate. Nigga, the nigga was saying hate like somebody's angry baby mama and shit. Like, what the fuck is this shit? I hate you. I hate the way you. The nigga, get the fuck out of here. You know, like, man, bro, men have a responsibility to be a man. Okay, and that's just the bottom line to it. And if that's troublesome for you, then I don't know what to tell you. Go join the LGBTQ. It's not hard. Humans have always had responsibilities on this planet. It doesn't matter what time period you look at because you have to eat. And in order to eat, you have to work. You know what I'm saying? Um, oh yeah, yeah, that was supposed to be, yeah. Yeah, and everybody wants to decipher the lyrics and like the homie said right here, that was a nod to what DMX said about Drake, blah blah blah, DMX comes from a different line. DMX was not, a passive nigga. He was not a Disney kid. The nigga was raised up in some very hardcore situations. Um, We'll pay $1,000 right now for a Uterus is Alien ebook, and I'll have it done within a week. If you want a book that's directly on that science, I'll make one. Put up $1,000 right now. Okay, put up the money, and we'll do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's all pay to play. It's hero for hire over here, man. Because and it's interesting that you did that right there because you know I had to explain to somebody right last night that knew nothing about the conscious movement, about everything that has occurred over the years, and how I just stuck with literature and proving the things that I speak in theories and whatnot, and how Harvard, Yale, Oxford, Cambridge, you all know the universities. I don't have to go over all of that shit again, but they also vouch and research a lot of the things that I've stated. Okay. So, yeah, you have to support what you want to see. If people want to see me in the rap game, put the money up. I'll do it, but I'm controlling my own situation. I don't like getting involved with strangers because I gotta watch you. I gotta watch how you move and talk. I gotta do too much mental work for a bunch of niggas that's gonna end up being bullshit anyways. Because that's what I end up seeing. You know what I'm saying? That's what I've witnessed during the course of my life. That's why I wrote the Black Man's Bible. It's because I was already across the country and I already seen how much bullshit niggas had put you through. You know what I'm saying? When these are supposed to be your own race and who you're supposed to be correlating with. But then again, everybody looks at themselves as the great I am. So that is what's gonna cause, too many Indians and not enough chiefs. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, everybody wants to be the chief, everybody wants to be the boss hog and stand up against nothing because in reality we're not in a space to be in an individualistic nature when it comes to black culture. We have to unify and get our shit off the internet, and stop leaving our so-called social development in the judgment spaces and in the ridicule and the control of other races. Okay. And which there's many different styles of magic being incorporated for niggas not to have any form of development, and this whole beef shit being done by a wannabe Jesus nigga and an old light skinned Disney kid is a bunch of goddamn dumb shit, man. This shit is fucking whack. I think the shit is whack. You know, niggas think that everybody is supposed to stay in a gangster line forever when gangster line the gangster experiences in your life or even a jail time period in your life is nothing but a phase. Humans go through phases for their development, but everybody expects for black males to have a limited thinking mind structure and just be stuck at one area. Okay, so once you hit a basketball player, you're supposed to stay a basketball player forever. Once you hit a gangster, you're supposed to stay a gangster forever. Once you hit a pimp, you're supposed to stay at a pimp forever. You're not supposed to develop into any areas of true intellectualism. If you're in a space of, you become a Hebrew Israelite, you're supposed to stay there forever. And that's just the expectation of not only other races but also the black culture itself. It's internally stagnant. There's been an internalized stagnant system that is expected on black males. You see what I'm saying? So drop the $1,000 and you will get the Uterus is Alien ebook within the span of a week. I can guarantee you. I'll get to working on it right now. But the whole thing about it is that you know, I definitely put the proof in the pudding. So when you purchase books from here, you get them. When I say something is going to happen, it happens. When, I got proof in the pudding on everything that I stated over the years. It's been 15 some odd years. And you can't name too many things that I've been wrong about. When you put your faith into the Umar Johnsons and everybody else, you put your faith into the Polite, you put your faith into the Nature Boy, and look at what the fuck you got. You see that? You see that shit? Fake ass shit by fake ass niggas who can't provide a product that will defeat time. My products will defeat time. They will defeat my existence. They will immortalize me, the bloodline, whatever the fuck, and defeat time. These books will still be getting purchased when you're in your casket. You understand? 100 years from now, 500 years, these books are still going to stand, and I did that for the intellectual status of black culture. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to some things that stated here. Facts, mob rules should be in effect now, but everybody want to be at you. Do I have a book about making money or manifestation? No, I don't. If there's anything I've done about manifestation, it's going to be in the Black Man's Bible, and that's for $30. Go to theblackmansbible.com. I'll put the link in there right now. I talk about a lot of heavy metaphysics and how to think things into existence. But you have to understand it's done through the examples of me explaining my life. Okay? So no, I don't have a book that's directly about that. The next book that I was going to write was going to be The Magic of Money, which was the origins of money and how money has control over the emotions and whatnot. And I was going to do that, but I'm done with writing for now until there is a real support line for me to have the space and the happiness in order to develop more products. And I'm almost in the same space with rap, because rap depends far more effort than what you're going to get back. Like right now, rap is in a space of where you're going to have to be performing for free for at least about the space of 3 to 5 years before you even start getting checks. It may be a little bit different for me from the work that I've already put in, but by that is the standard line right now, that you're going to be out here running around for 3 to 5 years straight, you know, um, before you even see money in the rap game, you know, and you got to play this whole kiss ass role with everybody. You gotta play kiss ass role with other rappers and other motherfuckers, and yeah, we gonna collab, we network. You know what I'm saying? And people be talking that network shit. I be like, yo, out of all the people you so-called network with, out of all the numbers you got in your phone, how many niggas have you actually done work with in the music realm? None, they say. I remember last shorty who came over here did that song "Making Time" with me, you know. And she was like, damn, niggas been talking about they was gonna do this and do that with me, and we was gonna be in the studio, and here I am. You said it overnight, and it was, yeah, because we gonna get it done, nigga. I don't like the fucking bullshit, man. And a lot of people like bullshit. They think it's okay. They think it's something to laugh at, something to, drink some liquor to and not give a fuck about, and yeah, everybody's a bullshitter. And my whole life, people have asked me why I'm so serious about things. It's like, man, it's because I'm serious about my life, man. Fuck the dumb shit, you know. And and that's where I'm coming to right now. It's it's a new frontier for me, because the seriousness actually isn't serious enough, and I have to amp up my own seriousness by 1,000-fold right now, and fortunately and unfortunately, it has to be done in this rap shit. You know what I'm saying? And I have to stand my ground, bro, because I'm not fucking around with this weak ass shit. I said it was weak in the beginning, and look at how it all crumbled. Look at how it all crumbled. The only ones that's really holding up the rap game right now are the MCs from the 90s still, with the interviews and the new songs that they consistently doing. And shouts out to Juvenile. He went out there and redid the Ghetto Children. He did a music video for that, and niggas is going back and doing music videos for songs that was so hot back in the day that they should have done music video, but they can finance it now. But they're rebirthing and they're still continuously working, continuously on interviews and all of that other shit. Where's your rappers from the last 20 years? They're all locked up. They're all overdosed. They're all in the fucking grave, and they all look like fucking they fucking got ran over, by their own label and by their own niggas. Yeah, Nas still putting out consistent albums. Everybody's still doing shit, you know. So what does it look like? Who is the real survivors? Who is the real OGs? The real OGs are the ones that survive. And MC8 still putting out heavy work. I done seen all of that shit on the YouTube lately, and it's phenomenal. So the MCs from the 90s are the thorough ones that are still surviving. All your whack ass club fucking music and all this weak ass unisex bars and all this shit did not survive. All of those niggas failed. All of them. Ain't that fucking interesting? That shit is interesting, isn't it? Where's your little Uzi Vert? Where's little Yachty at? This nigga little Yachty's up on stage dressing like he walked right out the Fifth Element movie wearing a fucking purse. Give me a fucking break, nigga. You know? I mean, it's phenomenal what we're looking at. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, when it comes to the survivor out of the last 20 years, you gotta say Drake. Drake has more hits. Drake did more features. Drake survived more beefs. And Drake even produced a couple of classics on the R&B and the rap side. Okay. Versus a Kendrick Lamar. The only thing about it is when it comes to, bars on diss tracks, they should be written only by you. All his bars was not composed by him. You know, when you listen into the 720, all my 12 albums was written by me. Every single hook, I had to restructure some things for even other people that feature for me or all my shit, like what's her name? Envy Gold or whatever. Yeah, Envy, who's on the song Can I Be Your Nigga? I helped her out with her bars and shit, and I taught the girls how to say things in certain emotional statuses when they said the hook, so it could come out with the essence. And that's what I've done. you know um yeah, the nigga don't write his own raps, so that's very hard to defend anybody, and that's why I defend nobody but me. I can't stand on any side with anybody in the dumb shit. You know, um, that's just the bottom line. Y'all need to get the kicked out of heaven, you know, and you will have the true intellect. You will have the high level intellect where everything that you produce is done in the space of precision. Even when it comes to writing bars, my bars got advanced because of me writing this literature. And I'll tell you, the first song where you will hear that advancement, the first song you hear that advancement on is on the Negro Please album, when I did that song Under the Bridge. um I forgot the way I named it. Then Take Me to a Place. Yeah, Take Me to a Place was the first space where I really felt that energy, of my lyrics being advanced because of my intellectual status had grown greatly. And then you hear it all through the Money Religion album, and it's been on that way ever since. Actually, on the last two albums, I sort of had to dumb it down a little bit because it's time to get back with the people. I got a lot of complaints saying that I'm on my high horse, and I had to get off the high horse for the people. And but yeah, it was definitely on Take Me to a Place where you'll I think I'm probably gonna play that song right now, you know. But yeah, so that's what happened. You read this literature, you'll definitely be advanced in a lot of areas, no matter what area you are in your life, because you will understand human existence better and you will have a better common courtesy for how you operate. You know what I'm saying? So definitely the Coptic Gnostic and all of those songs was, a whole new level of wordplay that I was on because of me doing my due diligence with research about existence. You know what I'm saying? And so when it comes to these cats in the rap game, you know, OG I Will is a very old song, you know. Um that's off of the Monster album. And I had to do that for a lot of reasons because the beat was funky. So yeah, yeah, we don't know if we battling the AI or whatnot. And then Kendrick even he changed his bar style for the beef. And you shouldn't have did that. You know, a lot of these words these niggas be using, they don't even rhyme right. You know what I'm saying? And people trip off of that about me because I don't really use an accent with my words to make words rhyme together, but every word that I'm spitting in my bars rhymes with other words within the space of the 16. So, I don't do no counting. I don't do none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, shouts out to all the MCs who didn't survive the East Coast, West Coast beef and are still standing today and keeping hip hop alive. Shouts out to those who survived all rap beefs that have occurred within inside the space of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to real lyricism. Shouts out to the ones who don't get the accreditation they should, like Black Thought, and even the cannabis, or there's a bunch of them, you know what I'm saying? And I put my Cash App up here for gems for hymns. If you want to go ahead and slip that rack over, slip the rack over. You will have the ebook. You not only that, you'll have the ebook. I'll send you the Kicked Out of Heaven. I'll send you the Black Man's Bible, Real Nigga Etiquette, and the Ethereal Law. You know, and you'll get the ebook, and you'll have the first one to have it. And that ebook on the Uterus is Alien, I'll probably put that up for probably a couple of hundo because the information that I'll have to put in there is going to be very, very otherworldly because I have to start in order for you to comprehend the uterus is alien thing. I have to start before human existence or before any existence on this planet. Okay, because the uterus is a part of the development of all beings on this planet. We're talking about from the octopus and the crab and all of that, all the way up to now. And its correlations with certain goddesses and blah blah blah. There is a very hardcore mathematic behind that space, but like I stated, I don't want to bring that information public because I really feel as if the information that I have brought forth, the black mind isn't in a status of understanding true growth and appreciation for things or giving credit where credit is due. And it's not as if I'm looking for credit. What I really don't have an expectation, but the expectation of preservation. Okay, I do have that, which means, you know, when Henry Ford designs the Ford, the Model T, you put the money around him to preserve the intellect that he has developed in order to make these cars. And that designs the corporation. And that corporation will be able to produce more cars, and everybody who put finances in for that preservation actually gets the payback. And that's where shares come in and things of that nature. And I will be putting Stargate Publishing up underneath the S corporation so people can buy shares and be a part of the beauty that's being developed when it comes to the literature. You know what I'm saying? And I'll also be doing the same thing with Saga City Records, but that's going to take time. You know what I'm saying? Will there be another album coming out this year? There should be, you know. I should be producing another album this year. We'll see how things go. But it's gonna be fire though, because I already got a lot of slappers set up. I would play some, you know, I would play a couple of beats right now just to let y'all know. Let me see if I can. Here go one beat right here. I don't know if you can hear it or not. Can you hear that? Ugh. I'm finna do the monkey on this one, nigga. I don't know if you can hear the beat. Woo! Boy, I'm gonna do the monkey on that beat. I'm gonna do. Did y'all hear that? Could y'all hear that? Hello, say something in the comments, man. Could y'all hear that? But yeah, feed the Cash App. And like I said, I'll send you all of those books. And then you'll get the ebook by the end of the week. That'll be some real work a nigga gotta put in, you know. Um can y'all hear those? Did y'all hear that beat, man? Somebody say something in the comments. I'll play a couple of more. Could you hear it? Could you hear the beat that I just played? All right, let me play it again. Let me see what we got here. Gia. Can you hear that shit?
This is fresh.
Yeah, that one is a monster beat. I don't know if y'all can hear it or not. Can't hear it good. Okay. Oh no, trust me. You're gonna get the melody on that one. Here goes another one. Here goes another beat. All right. I don't diss people on bars. And a lot of people be looking at me kind of crazy because they know I be dissing, but my dissing be your childish activity is what I'm finna clown. So, you know, I clown niggas' childish ass activity out here while they think they fucking bosses with 20 chains on, you know, but be out here little children on how they operate. The niggas is not doing the grown man. The God 720 brings the grown man to the motherfucking microphone. Here goes another beat. Let's see here. Yeah, y'all ready for this, man? I don't think y'all ready. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck this one up. Yeah, that one. Let me see here. Should I play another one? I'll play another one. Here go the West Coast beat that's gonna be going on the album. This one right here. I don't know. This is questionable.
This is fresh.
Yeah. I'm gonna play it. And here go this one. Check this one out. You gotta wait till that piano come in, boy. This motherfucker cold. Yeah. So that's what's going on for the new album. That was a little snippet. I got it, like I said, the album probably gonna be about 13, 15 songs. I don't know yet. But yo, I'm about to get up out of here. Hit the Cash App. Support the only one left to support because everybody else has failed you, whether it comes to the conscious community, whether it comes to writing books, whether it comes to this rap game. Everybody has failed you, but the guy 720 nigga. You dig what I'm saying? So support what the fuck is real. You know, stop putting dreams and hopes on bitch ass niggas that you don't have the true processing of the mind to judge characters effectively. Okay, niggas be out here trying to pass, characters of judgment of character, and nigga be failing, bro. Nigga was failing. I called these niggas out from the get go. I saw it. And that's what the shit is. Yo, we got any requests before I get up out of here? Y'all go ahead and request a song. Okay, who got anything that they want to hear specifically from the guy 720, man? When it comes to a track, I'm gonna start letting all my fans can now request a song at the end of any show that I do. I really shouldn't have played those beats because now they might do all this crazy ass shit about the video can't be monetized and shit. I'll be having to fight with the YouTube about my videos because I play my own songs on my videos. And you're like, what the fuck is that about? Yeah. You know, we got any requests? What's going on? Appreciate it, my friend. That was an honest statement right there. So what are we doing? Okay, y'all ain't got no requests. Ain't nobody requesting no tracks. All right then. I'm gonna go ahead and play my own. Y'all go ahead and purchase, man. Purchase the books, donate, all of that. We got a lot of things. And y'all will be seeing me. I'm sorry about not putting up no video this week. I've been hella busy. I've been over here dealing with the occult community. So y'all might see me in those areas. I might be posting those videos up. I'm gonna be posting those videos up on the moneyreligion.locals.com. So you definitely need to go there to join up, because there will be a lot of exclusive content there that will not be here on the YouTube. Okay, and I'm probably going to post up a lot of my old videos on there. There's already a lot of stuff loaded up over there, you know. So go ahead and sign up over there, and we will definitely be more secluded on the mathematics that the 720 brings through. Okay, so we're going to play 2 jams, and then we are out of here. Y'all niggas get at me.
There's rules on the street, of blood pools for your feet. Gotta protect your jewelry, the rules are nothing new to me. Better keep the toolery for a nigga's foolery. It's cool to see niggas on the come up nowadays. Niggas run up cause they seen my face on the internet. I've been a vet in this game. Every year a different gear as I'm switching my lanes. Better look out for the native with immaculate aim. You watch, then I create, my nigga, we not the same. So looky here and be game. Please refrain from acting like we homies. This is a mirror to Scarface. Yes, this solo Tony. Unless it's dollars, I will not be conversation holding, as I'm not the one for loading. Sign some signatures and keep on rolling. I said there's rules on the street, or blood pools for your feet. I said there's rules on the street, or blood pools for your feet. I said there's rules on the street, or blood pools for your feet. I said there's rules on the street, or blood pools for your feet, nigga. They say where'd he go, that Red Bull got rings. I got some homies coming to town, so I pull me some strings. Got a host with the shine on my rims and on my rings. 15s in the trunk, make the hummingbird sing for the illustrious king. Fly my hoes in and out, I don't fuck with no fling. Rarely show my face cause niggas already know what I bring. Best way to be the case is to make them all dream. With an extra magazine, they act like I'm the police, they scatter like fiends. Sometimes you not invited cause your shit be too clean. Subconsciously, everybody gonna wanna compete. That's from the closest homie you know to strangers on the street. I said there's rules on the street, or blood pools for your feet. I said there's rules on the street, or blood pools for your feet. I said there's rules on the street, or blood pools for your feet. I said there's rules on the street, or blood pools for your feet, nigga. Lucifer's rage. Don't you remember the days we was on the same page? Now we graduated from the 12 gauge to AK. We looking for who's paid. Give a fuck about how it's made. Send that bitch to the blade. Send that stitch to the grave. I am not switching my ways. This is OG Fossil Colossal from Las Vegas to Chicago. My with exotic models. Spend a couple racks, diamond knuckles on the bottle, nigga. Go figure. They wanna talk shit, but that soft bitch won't step inside my office. We ain't taking no losses. The crosses, rosary beads. Godfather, you niggas don't know about me. I've kept it OG from the fucking start. This ain't in candy paint. Put a flame to your heart. Lasers follow these bullets as they glow in the dark. Life's a Shakespeare stage and I'm just playing my part. We are displaying the art. Nigga, how about you? Niggas clout chase like that bullshit's a plate of food. This is the state of the rude. Niggas DOA. Over he say, she say, life ain't no replay or a tape to rewind. This is double level. What the fuck is demon time? We shine on this grind just like wisdom teeth. The God's ism is deep. An Egyptian priest that mob in a Lambo on beast, dressed in a camel with a piece. The animal beast and don't believe in defeat, and we will never retreat. Say it again. make them kiss the beat, then put two in the wind. For the 7 deadly sins, them boys got thick skin. They be knee deep in, he's a hero for hire. Check the date if used by, it is never expired. Never seen a real nigga that got to retire. Ride out of this pyramid on 4 flat tires. What does the game require? You brag about your money, you do that shit on these streets, you'll be a crash test dummy. We ski mask when we hungry, surgery for the ugly. No need for mean mugging, this supreme clean thugging. PLR 16 with a green bean dumping. Only cause you staring at me like I'm owing you something. Niggas get pissed and then they post it on their page. This is Lucifer's Rage and my name is Luke Cage.